I don't have to give you that.
You have to. You're under arrest, so you have to give me your name.
I don't have to give you anything.
Okay, if you fail to identify yourself, that's another charge.
That's actually not a charge.
Okay, so you're refusing to identify yourself?
Yeah.
Obstruction by disguise.
Okay.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see from that little intro clip there, we've got a good video today. This is a homeless sovereign who has been caught sleeping at the mall, was trespassed, and decided that it was a good idea to come back the next day. Yeah. You know, sovereigns are dumb, but this one is just really dumb. Here you go, enjoy.
Boss, come over here real quick. Come here. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Yeah, trespass after warning.
I just got brought here by a bus. Excuse me. Didn't I just come here and say that I just got brought here by the public transportation bus? I just got brought here by the bus.
You know you're not allowed to be here. You were trespassed last night.
How am I trespassing?
You were trespassed. You were trespassed for 12 months. You were told not to come back last night.
How am I trespassing?
Come right over here.
Just brought me over.
Come over here, my car.
Okay, so is this lawful detainment?
You're under arrest for trespass after warning.
You saying that I'm under arrest, but is this lawful detainment?
You're no longer detained. You're under arrest.
Okay, so now you're saying I'm under arrest.
Yes.
But the situation was with a private entity.
Right. And you're not trespassed, okay?
And I already have police evidence on me, so...
It's fine.
So y'all not gonna say nothing about this? And I talked with you two specifically. So this is an unlawful search?
Real quick. It's not. You're under arrest,
Did you get the sheriff involved?
Find your stance.
Spread your feet, man.
Let me get some gloves.
1732.
You got gloves?
Yeah, what's up, sorry, tell here. And you got that for us?
You trespassed last night for 12 months, not to come back to mall property.
It wasn't 12 months.
It was. It's on camera.
I wasn't here for 12 months, and I know the camera that you're talking about.
It hasn't been 12 months since you've been trespassed.
No, that would have been last night. If the bus brought me back here by day,
trespassed last night for 12 months.
If it brought me back here by day, then that would mean that the bus brought me back.
That's 24 hours, not 12 months.
That's not 24 hours fully. That's within the same. That's within a 16-hour period. And the bus brought me here.
All right, we're off to a great start. I don't think he knows what trespassing means. And then the whole time thing, he doesn't get that either.
So how would I be able to actually get off of the property if the bus brought me back on bus property? That don't make no sense.
You may say you should have got off there. You stayed on the bus.
I couldn't stay on the bus because that was his last stop.
Yeah, so you should have stayed at the bus stop.
So if I stayed at the bus stop, then I would still be on private land.
Yes, you couldn't stay at the bus stop because it was after the buses stopped running at 9:30, and you wanted to stay there all night. It's mall property.
I didn't stay there all night.
Right.
The officer
because we trespassed you.
Now you lying on his report because what he said last night was all I had to do was go to the next bus stop and I'd be fine. And I actually did that last night.
And then you came back.
I came back because I got on the bus again, and the bus brought me over here on the last stop.
And now you're wandering mall property.
No, I'm not. I had to make sure that I could actually get off of mall property without being detained.
No, it didn't work out well.
So now it doesn't work out well, but you doing the wrong thing in the sense that
I'm not doing
my fault.
You got it. Where you stay at?
I stay in Georgia. I've been trying to get back to Georgia. In fact,
You got no family here, bro?
I do have family here, but that's not where it is that I'm going.
You got no address?
Why do you have a bullet?
I found one and I picked it up because you can actually do that.
You found a spent bullet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have a weapon on me? No.
I never asked that.
Exactly. Which I do also have governmental license in as far as I can carry lawfully. So that's not even in question.
In Florida, you don't need a license. It's constitutional carry.
It is constitutional carry. So if you understand constitutional law, then you know that what you're doing.
You're talking too much, man.
How you gonna tell me I'm talking too much?
I don't want to keep talking, man.
How you gonna tell me I'm talking too much? I'm trying to defend myself.
You try to Give us a lecture in law. I don't need all that.
Well, that's what you're doing. You're violating the law at that point. I gotta make sure that my rights are protected in that.
Yeah, it's just protect.
Well, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You're sitting here doing a search under saying that I'm under arrest, but you're not arresting me.
People are under arrest.
Okay, but you haven't read me my Miranda, right?
I don't have to. I'm not asking anything incriminating.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's based on the case.
Okay, attorney.
Yeah, you can be your own attorney if need be. Yeah, because if I plead the fifth, which is what I can do.
Please, please take the fifth. Because we don't need to hear your idea of what your rights are and a bunch of fake laws, okay?
Because if I came over here to check with the private institution as to what it is that was going on, specifically to make sure that you throwing on my stuff, and then you gonna rip my hood off my head? First off, that's actually something that could be considered stealing. So you're already in violation, and I do have a black glove on. Like,
Friends on 14
and then you being rough and you got purple gloves on, you don't even know what that's about. You can't even wear purple latex gloves in this situation.
It's fine.
No, it's not BS, because you're not a sheriff. You don't have lawful jurisdiction in this, and you can challenge jurisdiction at any point. That's case law. Oh, don't lie about what my name is either.
What is your name?
You said, what is my name?
Yeah.
Technically, it's on record from the officers that worked with the same police last night.
Technically,
This is
we didn't
considered
ask you
arrest.
for your name last night.
Yes, you did. You would have asked me for my name.
we didn't.
Now you lying on the other reporter.
Hey, dog,
Oh, the
that was
other
me?
You?
Yeah, that was me
No.
last night.
No, I don't remember you, actually. So then I could consider this harassment, because you're not even supposed to pull my clothes. You pull my clothes?
You have 2 pairs of pants.
Okay.
All right, so I got to make sure there's nothing in these pockets.
No, that's not how you do a search.
Okay. Thank you for telling me how to do my job.
That's what I'm supposed to do. You're a public servant. A lighter that was given to me. Actually, that's what the other police evidence is from. That's from the next county over. Because they specifically told me to get on the bus. I just spoke with 3 other cops, literally 2 towns over. Because they specifically told me, hey, he needs to get transported back to where it is that he's supposed to. So now you're just pulling all the stuff out of my clothes and stuff like that. And there's another county that's involved. There's multiple counties involved at this point.
What is that stuff?
Opium?
Yeah, it's an oil-based fragrance with a name.
So I read it.
Yeah. Do make sure, duly noted, that is not actually opium, which can be considered, what is it, a Schedule 2 drug?
It's a felony if it is opium.
Yeah, you gonna check that and not gonna find nothing in it. Because I bought that out of a store. I bought that out of a shop.
Widen your stance, boss.
My stance can't be widened based off of the fact that you pulled my clothes down. And now you're touching my clothes, which is sexual harassment.
It's amazing. He blames everyone for anything that's going wrong in his life. He got on the bus because the other county police told him to get on the bus. He got off the bus, and now it's these guys' fault because he's getting arrested.
Let me back up, man.
Extremely in the wrong. What's your badge number?
You want to grab your car?
State your badge number.
Huh? I gotta go.
State
He's
your
got to
badge
go down.
number.
Huh?
He's got to go. You got to take him.
State your badge number.
We have to.
Dude. Yeah.
No,
you wanna write it up?
You actually.
Yeah, write it up. But I can write your transport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You want to grab your
You're
car
not supposed
quick?
to transport in that situation either.
You going to county
You got to go to county jail, Don.
Oh, I gotta go to county jail
Come
for
over
what?
here. For what? Trespass
Yeah,
after
how long?
warning.
You gonna bring me in front of a magistrate?
They will eventually.
Okay, but public transport brought me over here, right?
Boom.
Okay, let me see if I got this right. You got on the bus because the other police officers told you to get on the bus. So you decided to get off the bus where you're trespassed from. But the bus made you get off the bus? Is that it? I bet we're going to hear the phrase, I didn't do nothing. Because he's blamed everybody else for everything, so he didn't do nothing.
You don't have a
Step over here.
Please by all means pay attention.
I can walk over.
Yeah, go grab it. I'm gonna put him on for now. I'm gonna swing on down.
And do understand I'm connected to a Royal Press.
No.
I don't know if that's doing anything.
What you doing is wrong. Any standpoint?
Go ahead, have a seat in the car.
Place me in the car.
Or sit in the car.
Place me in the car.
Why you gotta be difficult?
You said what?
Why is it difficult?
You being difficult.
Why can't you sit in the car?
Why can't we talk about it?
Okay, go ahead and have a seat in the car.
Place me in the car correctly.
Bro, there's no way. Get in the fucking car. Keep playing fucking games.
Now that's what I'm talking about. My kind of man.
There's a lot of talk and no bite.
That's what I was dealing with last night. Turns out 14. Start for 1068.
You understand that you are actually putting all of the stuff that you pulled out of my bag into another evidence bag from another police station.
Nicholas?
Put that on paperwork. Don't put that on your skin.
Okay, Nicholas?
Don't put that on your skin.
Nicholas?
Put that in paperwork.
No, I'm putting it on my head and I'm gonna run it over the radio. So,
Okay, do
what's your
what
name?
you gonna do
Nicholas? Nicholas?
You know how you just opened all that up? It's in that paperwork.
I'm asking you for your name.
Yeah, I told you my name.
Nicholas, what's your last name?
I don't have to give you that.
You have to. You're under arrest, so you have to give me your name.
I don't have to give you anything.
Okay, if you fail to identify yourself, that's another charge.
That's actually not a charge.
Okay, so you're refusing to identify yourself?
Yeah.
Obstruction by this guy.
Okay, refusing to identify himself.
Before we get back to the video, I wanted to just say we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd really appreciate it if you could help us out. I would really want to get to that mark. All right, back to the video.
At large, John Doe.
Yeah. You said he was trespassed?
We trespassed him last night.
Oh, but we never had a name or nothing. He never gave us a
No,
name.
Nope. But I physically trespassed him with security.
Ah, shit.
He's gotta go.
Yeah. You need a rough?
You want to start working on? We have nothing put on it.
But you trespassing?
You got the gloves on? You got.
He got something with his name on. Something's there. You got a phone on there?
Nicholas Scott. There we go. Gardens 507.
Yeah, date of birth too?
It's right here. 528. Oh.
Just send it over there.
They didn't. They said they're not finding it.
That's not
There's too
true.
many Nicholas
I
Scott.
can hear them.
Yeah, there's too many Nicholas Scotts. They're not finding a record.
Okay, well, here's the problem.
So what's your birthday?
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
I know they called it over the radio. I know that there are multiple police stations in the area and the sheriff's deputy that actually has all that information, so I don't actually.
There's a shit ton of Nicholas Scotts. So the
Yeah,
question
there
is,
are,
what's your birthday?
But the one that's in this car has been harassed specifically in this parking lot by this police department.
So what is your birthday?
You said what?
What is your birthday?
Didn't you get my social security last time?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That's funny because the other officer got all of the information that he needed.
What's your birthday?
Yeah, but didn't you say that you were the one from last time?
Yeah, I trespassed
so
you last
don't
night.
Remember?
I didn't ask you for any information.
You don't remember?
You obviously have an issue.
So if you didn't ask me for my information, then you.
Okay, I got a problem with this. If this officer had not been on duty on both days, they would have not known that he had been trespassed. Why in the world were they trespassed and they didn't get any of his identification? That doesn't make any sense. None.
507. We're just gonna 51 to 19 with him shortly, and we can do it there. I don't have to plan anything. I don't have to read you anything. That's the thing. I never questioned you about anything.
That's all you've done is question me.
No. Gardens 507.
That's a lot right there. Now you buying the whole thing.
51 to 19 with the 1015 starting to nose.
Here's some inside information. When he said he's 51 with a 1015, that means he's en route to the jail with someone who's arrested.
And what? Yeah, but it's not an incriminating question. Where'd you get your law degree?
You don't have to have one, man. And I can do it.
Of course you can get a lawyer. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need any lawyer. No.
Using the public defender that the county will provide you with probably in the same county. They already have that business.
Okay.
And you never pack that. And you won't like it.
No, porque bueno, no
They base it off of what I was doing. Personal cell phone. Jason.
That's funny. It's not personal cell phone usage. No. Yo. No, it's none of those. Yeah, it's none of those. I'm not talking to you.
Jason Sharon.
This guy's funny, bro. He's got a good law degree, apparently.
I never said that.
I said he thinks he's got a good law degree. Yeah.
Officer, he does have a law degree. Didn't you know watching YouTube videos is all you need to become a lawyer?
So we'll rapid ID him, and that'll be that. If not, he goes down as John Bell.
You can't figure out what time.
I don't think you have any idea what you're talking about.
No, I know what I'm talking about. Because you said that you talked with me last night.
I did.
You said we're going to meet in a conversation. And then you said that you didn't ask me for my identification.
I didn't. I never did ask you for identification. Yeah, because now you're under arrest, so you have to give it to me.
No, I don't.
You do, because you're under arrest. It's okay. It's just another charge, bro.
I don't have any charge.
After warning. And failure to ID to law enforcement. Yes. Too late. Not when you're trespassed. You can't go to the mall. And you walked away from the bus stop. You were on mall property in front of Macy's. Well, there you go.
I had to go speak with the
Well.
security guard to make sure that I could actually leave.
No. Well,
Because they would have seen me get dropped out.
sounds like you interpret the law wrong.
Because here's the thing, you can cut the camera off, but you can cut the camera on.
My camera's been on. It hasn't turned off. Yeah. It's still on.
Don't let them clip your camera because they do that.
There's nothing to clip. It's pretty clean cut dry.
Yeah, but this is rash.
It's not. Yeah, that was so you didn't fight. That's all that was. That was so we didn't have to fight.
I wasn't going to fight you.
Oh, you said you weren't leaving, so then you're going to go to jail.
I was trying to leave both times.
No, that's a lie.
That's not true.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Another brain surgeon going to jail. And of course, he pled guilty and got a $461 fine that he still has yet to pay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and can't wait to see you on the next one. Oh, Violet and I love you guys so much. We thank all of you for your support. And please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and that little bell. That really, really helps. And it makes Violet feel all warm and snuggly. All right, until we see you on the next one, we're just going to have to say goodbye.